Hey beautiful people, welcome back to my channel, and this week we are doing all the things because this is the kind of house that we need to secure yesterday. Yeah,
don't ever see your neighbours, don't ever see anybody.
Not at home. Not at my house.
Yeah.
Do you remember, did you think I was crazy?
I mean,
low-key losing my mind a little bit over here? Yes I am. Let me tell you why. Welcome to the moving series. We are tracking all the way back to this time last year when we viewed a house, this beautiful space, only months after we'd moved into our new home, the one that we signed the contract for before seeing in person. Not that all that worked out, but we'd finally settled in after years of living out of a suitcase between South Africa and the UK. We were not planning on moving anytime soon, but when I tell you that after a couple of months of stability, my dopamine struggled. Like, without the novelty of packing up and going every couple of months like we had previously, it was such a confusing time. I had a lot to work through mentally, but nothing is a coincidence because Jesus. I genuinely don't know what to think or feel. I'm excited though. I'm like, whether this is us or not, I'm excited because this is just really nice. We're currently house sitting and our friends have a cat. And I just feel stressed. I'm like, where are you? Like, there are rules, okay? And I need to follow the rules. Anyway, hey beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. It is a wonderful day in Nottingham, but we are taking it back to house hunting. Am I the only one who loves house hunting videos? I said, I have such an interest in just what people's houses look like. I want to know. I'm just really interested. Like, this is Seth.
it's me.
It's you. Do you remember a time when we looked at that house? When was that? August.
Yes, it was such a nice house. The flow of the house, and it's kind of like...
Beautiful.
Is it like mid-century, they call it?
Yes.
Like just the old style.
The
it would have just been so cool, yeah. It's super bright.
Yeah.
And the reason why was like our house that we were staying at was so dark. And okay, so on the YouTube side, two things. It's super hard for Dimple to get these videos done. It's a lot of work. The other side is having a nice place to film in. And so that came out of like, the house is just so dark that Dimple couldn't film in there. So it's hard to like even film or be motivated for doing YouTube stuff.
Also, space was limited.
Yeah, it's literally one room. The house, I mean, our upstairs was our bedroom and then the guest bedroom, which wasn't nice. Yeah. And then it's literally just the downstairs, which is dining and kitchen all together. And like for normal living, like fine. Yeah. And the estate we stayed in was amazing.
It was so good.
Beautiful, like tennis court, swimming pool, bright area, like obstacle course, walk around with views. It was amazing. That
but
house
even outside of that, like having the kids visit.
Yes, that's also because we really while staying there made it hard. So we have 3 kids in our lives that come to visit us and stay with us under normal circumstances, but in that house it just meant that we couldn't work because we're literally just in the same room as them. Yeah.
So then there's that, and then like hosting. It just felt really cramped and tight. Yeah. And we're right next to our neighbors. Like, guys, when I tell you, like here with our neighbors. Yeah. So it was like, this isn't working. So I think from quite an early stage, we decided, okay, cool. This lease is for 1 year.
Yes.
And then we got to.
And it worked for the year.
Yes.
But there was some serious limitation. So yeah, we looked at that place first in August, took a bit of a break for a bit.
Which is good.
Yeah.
Do you remember, did you think I was crazy?
I mean...
I was going a little bit crazy. My brain was just a bit of a mess. Yeah. Like how I explained, the whole moving back and forth and then all of a sudden just not. Which is crazy because like it was a struggle moving back and forth. So you'd think
and you were desperate to have stability. And then you got stability and then your brain was like bored of it after 3 months.
Like
so we had some chats.
On Property 24, like till the middle of the night, just like, oh, it was so bad. Yeah, it was so bad.
It was a little bit crazy.
No, but also God is faithful and like genuinely, just help me through the things.
Yeah, and we looked. I mean, the finances would have been ridiculous. We'd have to pay to leave our current lease.
Oh my word!
We'd have to pay for a new deposit. It was just been such a mess.
Yeah.
And then we started viewing all these other houses, and there's loads to show. We had some really great houses to view. Some of them were just like dead ends. Some of them were crazy weird. And then
we'll get into that.
We'll get to where we are now eventually, really but you'll see.
So let's get into it. This house is a beauty because it is in the same complex that we stay in. The complex is massive itself. It's a big one, and then it's got different complexes within it. So it was in a different thingy than us, but still local. Safety, all those things are like right up there. And we loved staying here, like Seth and I mentioned. I'm sorry that this video is shaky. It's you know how hard it is to film house hunting in South Africa, because not everyone films things. So I live in Pretoria, so it's like people aren't it's not that common, so I felt like really awkward. But anyway, we were looking at this area and we were like, oh yeah, it'd be really nice to host our friends, because unfortunately the house before essentially had a really small the smallest garden of my life. So we really enjoyed, like, okay, cool, there's an outside space, but then also kind of worried about just like the shading, because that's what we also had in our current house. It's like really dark because there's too much shading spaces. I look around, want to see, like, are we allowed to paint the walls, because a lot of the houses in this complex are very yellow walled.
My favourite thing is just the feel of like a driveway on an open street.
Yeah.
And just feeling kind of safe. Like, this is your neighbourhood.
Yeah.
Rather than like typical South African where it's behind a gate with an electric fence.
Yeah.
Don't ever see your
like
neighbours, don't ever see anybody. It's like we're even in like a little cul-de-sac thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And
Cool.
you? How did you find it?
I desperately want to paint the walls white.
Yeah.
It just feels like it would make all the difference.
Oh, massively.
Like, I don't know why people love this yellow wall color. I feel like
I think it's a generation thing.
it is.
She's old.
She's old.
No, she's lovely. Like, a lovely person. But like, she's older, and like, it seems like they enjoy this yellowy
situation.
I don't know why.
But thank goodness, like, you've painted our living room white. I feel like I can see or cast the betterment of it. Excuse me. Just by painting that wall, because it really has made all the difference at our house.
Yeah, definitely. One thing I can say that I know that this is a no for us.
Oh yeah?
The lounge will not get any sun.
Oh
It's
yeah.
got no area for sun to
Because of
come
the
in because of the covering.
Right.
So it's a no. It is. Like, as far as everything else, like, the dining room section's really flipping great.
Yeah.
The garden's also small.
And there's no
garden's not big enough.
like real grass.
Yeah.
That's pretty concretey, which I don't know, it doesn't feel as family.
It just doesn't work. It's kind of more like a walkway.
Yeah.
So it's not like a space to be in.
Yeah.
It's nice that it's all on one floor. There's so many things nice about it. I think if the lounge got some sunlight and was going to be bright, then we could think about it, but no, it's not going to work.
Yeah.
Because that's the main thing that's been killing us at our place now. So,
Tragic.
yeah.
Okay.
So
Next.
let's go and walk in the sun.
You know what's so funny to me? Looking back at that very clip, I said we are so positive for something that absolutely would not have worked. It wouldn't have worked for us. We would have been in the exact same position. It would have been like, oh, it's dark, and now we're in this lease, and I don't know if I was just trying to be open-minded, but girl, no, that place was not going to work for us. I didn't even like it. I don't know why I was so positive about it. Not to say I shouldn't be positive, but more so like, you know, this isn't going to work for you, so it's okay. You don't. There's no need to dress it up. Don't dress it up. Let it be what it is. It's not gonna work. Anyway, let's look at house number 2. This house is an absolute beauty. I said this is, yeah, she's right up there. We're moving here immediately. Give me the contract, I'm signing it right now. But then when we walked up the stairs, I was like, oh girl, moving's gonna be a mission in terms of couches, mattresses, bases. It's gonna be a hard one. When that happens, it'll happen and it's okay. I just say this is a beautiful space. It's a really high rise kind of house. So it has like multiple, I wanna say multiple levels, not that many. It's just like the garage essentially is on a different level. But it's really beautiful. The rooms, like, good enough space. I think it was 3 bedrooms, so we were able to turn one into a study, and they still have guests, and they still have our bedroom. Ensuite, I said everything was there. Some of the builds was like building details essentially were, I'd say, like an older style, which I wasn't much of a fan of, but it was like, you know what, you have to give somewhere, you have to take somewhere, and if that's what we're giving, then it's all good. I 100% could imagine us having our friends over, having a housewarming, people like in the garden, people in the living room, even in the kitchen absolutely stunning. I don't know, for me, when I think of a house that is full, I think of groups of people in different spaces in the house and everyone is still comfortable. There was a lemon tree, I thought that was really sweet. I'm like, oh yeah, also reminds me of my childhood because my childhood home has a ton of lemon trees. So basically I said, yeah, I think this is the one. Let me know your thoughts. SOS. You might remember this house from this vlog over here. Such a goodie, but I remember it being so stressful because essentially it was put on the market by the owners and they said they wanted to sign just a 6-month contract to begin with because they wanted to essentially hand pick their tenants, which made it stressful because it was like, now I feel like I have to prove myself, and you know, like we must have these extra deep conversations with them and like make sure we're convincing them that we're these great people because this house, perfection. Beautiful, modern, the space is stunning, hosting would be top tier. One of the downs, however, is that there is a pool. And like I said, we've got kids in our lives. My niece in particular is 2 years old and I said, oh, that's not looking too safe. I'm not sure about that. But we can make arrangements about that, or even just like just be cognizant about the things. The garden is beautiful, so lush. It was giving like mini jungle vibes, and I said, yes, please, yes, absolutely, come through with that. Kitchen is beautiful. Hosting would be amazing, so much fun. Lighting was great. I could just, so in the living room they had it's essentially like a sliding door, but the ones that like flap open. So good, because I said now everything is, it's like the inside is already open plan, right? And then there's the hosting space outside, but now you've combined the inside and the outside all to make this beautiful flowing, like just big home. It's like our outside is, do you know what I'm saying? Just like, oh, absolutely, like this 100%. Seth and I, we dropped our plans. We had plans, I remember, that I can't make it because this is the kind of house that we need to secure yesterday, okay? Like, oh, just so beautiful. But a major down about it is that it doesn't have parking. There's no parking. Girl, I was so sad because they would not have been, my parents have a Land Cruiser. They would not have been able to park inside of the complex at all. Never mind my siblings coming to visit. So if my whole family came just to have a braai with us, no one would have had parking. Like, sorry guys. Apparently what they said is that you need to go park basically up the road. And I said, okay, what happens when other people have guests? Now everyone, because now it's street parking, and like a cul-de-sac that was at the top up there. And I said, other people's guests, now our guests. We're still in South Africa, guys. I don't want people coming to our house and then it's like something happens, because unfortunately safety is an issue. Like, I'm not trying to subject my guests to anything that might be possibly, because I'm new around here. I don't know what safety looks like here. I don't know. Like, oh, so that was the one major issue. But can we work through it? Possibly. I think it could be workable. God didn't say no, he said take caution. Girl, I fully stand behind the fact that choosing a house to live in is a faith move, whether you're buying or renting. And when I tell you something unfortunately felt off, we're looking for a new home, and this is by far the house with the greatest potential. Gorgeous, spacious kitchen. If you know anything about me, you know that I love to host, and so the kitchen area and surrounding areas, I 100% look at them through the lens of social spaces. Can people gather here? Can multiple conversations happen at the same time comfortably? Then it's upstairs, it's a 5-bedroom, so it's loads of space. All the beings in our lives can have their own bedroom. Family and friends can can stay over freely. Wraparound balcony, genuinely stunning, but got sent warning signals our way. Quite literally a dream for one of us, and then an immediate interpretation for the next. So we definitely bought out of this one. Genuinely, what a beautiful home. Like, there were maybe one or two things that were like I'd prefer something else. I think one of them was definitely the bathroom. I think, was it both bathrooms? I can't remember, but one of them I definitely was like, don't prefer that. I can't remember what the other thing was, but like it was such minimal stuff, and there was so much we could have done with that house. We could have sublet it. Like, there was that much space to the point where it's like we can literally section this off and just rent this out, just this whole section, to someone else, because it was massive, okay? But like I said previously, something that I fully stand by is choosing a place to stay. Like, home is such an important place. That's where your guard is down. That's where you rest. That's where you process things. You develop your relationships. Like, family. It's just such a personal space. And so for us to have felt like just like a spiritual heaviness, and spiritual unease, and kind of like, oh, what's that? You know, just like it was just like, I don't know, it threw us off. And so for a couple of days we properly prayed and just asked Lord for a sense of clarity. Yeah, I guess came away from that in agreement, feeling like God isn't saying like no and like don't do it. He's not actively like, hey. But it definitely was very much like, yeah, there is just a bit of a weight. So and we like confided in our friends and things. So it was like, you know what? When it comes to exactly what I've just explained, home, place for rest, if you're wanting to have a family, like all of these things, I said, I don't know. The thing of spiritual weight, not at home, not at my house, but like, Listen, like if God says go to the space and do and be what I need you to do and be, 100% would have done it. It was very much like just know, and then make your decision knowing this. So from that space, we, yeah, like I said, bowed out and was like, you know what, don't think this is our portion. God has given us the freedom to choose, and we would like to choose to opt out. So we said, even though this house has so much potential and it's beautiful and it's cool and we would love to do so much with the space, and it would bless our community and our friends and family, and it would be amazing for hosting. Listen, the green ticks were green ticking, but the red tick was a big red. So we said, okay, thank you, Lord. We trust that there is a space that can be home, not a place to fight. We're going to see a house. Are you ready, Sophie?
Yeah.
Ready!
Are you ready? That's the question I have.
I am. It just feels nice to be out.
So there you go.
So let's
Here
go
we go.
see. Righto, let's go ahead and get into the last house. This is the final one. The estate agent is so, oh my goodness, she was so sweet. We got along with her so nicely. And if you are like within renting and things, you know how great it is to have an estate agent who takes care of you, who has good communication skills. Space was a beauty. There was a decent amount of light, like 3-bedroom. There's like a little community, so there were kids playing around like in the complex, which was like, that's fantastic. Our small little family friends can have friends and they can play around and whether they're safe. Kitchen is good. The rooms are like spacious. There just is a separation of different rooms as well, which is really nice. The garden was a really good size as well. So yeah, this is one that we are feeling hopeful. There's a community swimming pool, which is really nice. That's something we enjoyed from our previous home as well. So I was like, okay, cool. We can carry that out too, take nice walks. It's also the end of the day, so it's like, oh, this is really cool. But unfortunately, one down about this one is that the dog next door was barking up a storm. So we were like, oof, as people who work from home, is this a good fit? Because how disruptive is this in the day? You know what I'm saying? So small details like that, but otherwise positive vibes. So where does that land us? But between these houses, do you think that we chose one of them? We literally have a month left on our lease, and yeah, I don't know. Let's see next week. Yeah, do you wanna catch me next week and we can kind of see what the conclusion of all of this is, because at the moment it's looking uncertain. So if I don't see the comments, I'll see you at the next. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Otherwise, I will see you guys next week, because we are packing. But where are we going? We'll find out together. On my socials.